grab a cup of whatever makes you happy, and let's go from this to this. I'm just gonna warn you, I am running on very little sleep, so I'm real loopy, and I think you need to know. I got my little Blue under the table. She's my cat, if you don't know. She's not been feeling so great. It's been a few like late nights and early mornings and cat life, right? We have a lot of new makeup. This is the Solara Sun Care Fortune Teller. I've been using this. It's like perfect time to have this because it's spring. So I have SPF 30 here, super brightening complex, has vitamin C. Usually my skin gets not excited about that. I have not had a blip on my skin using this. It likes it, and it likes it a lot. It's creamy, but it's a lightweight creamy texture, and it blends in really well, as you're about to see. How are you? How are you doing? How is everything going? How are you? Let me know. I think for some of us, it's a lot right now. I feel like that might be the understatement of the year. It's only March, but we can all sit down together and play with makeup and not think about that stuff for a while. So you can see the glow, so lightweight. It's, yes, another glowy sunscreen with a subtle tint, but it's just the texture of it and the weight of it. I really, really like it. Also plays very well with other products as a result. Look at all these flyaways. They're just flying away. They're just like, look at this. Well, people, where have you been all my life? I mean, you were there about 8 years ago. Haven't used you since. Sorry. Don't know why. Just maybe, I don't know. This is the concealer. This just calls for finger application. For me, I don't know. That's what I want to do here. I think I put a little bit too much on, but I have a little bit on that I did prior to filming just because it can take forever. I'm going to press it in. Also thin, lightweight. I cut my finger. I really, do you ever just kind of like damage one hand over and over again? My right, look at that. That poor hand is really going through it. Thank God I have my left hand. I'm a righty though. Life goes on. So this evens out really nicely. I'm not seeing instant creasing. I don't know why I haven't been using this, but we're going to give it a second. Let's not get carried away. When I don't get 7-8 hours, the littlest thing, I mean, if the Sarah McLachlan commercial comes on TV, I'm done. I'm crying. I will cry my eyes out and squeeze my cat, who will not like that right now. So to all of you sleep deprived humans out there, I don't know how you do it. I mean, you have to do it. It's really annoying to probably say that too. It's tough. OG tinted serum that is way stronger coverage than a tinted serum in my humble opinion. I put a drop on this palm hand. It's not a palm. And that's a lot for this even. You just don't need that much. I've been using it more and more though. Look at that coverage, man. So good. I don't like the floral scent. I've already talked about this. I have a full review for this back on the website. If you know, you know. But it dissipates. It's not like I'm smelling petunias all day long. No offense to petunias. To me, that's stronger than a tinted serum. Beautiful. Definitely has a glow. I still have more left on my hand. The back of my hand. Just gonna dab it in with my hideous right hand that is healing. And this goes so easily on top of Solara. Really anything goes easily on top of that. I've tried a handful of products on there, and they've done really well. She's glowy. Look at that. Ooh. So I have been considering, there's a whole, well, I don't know where to start. I might move again, which is really par for the course for me at this point. And my bedroom in this place and my studio here, I was thinking of swapping them because there's several reasons. The bedroom has a wind tunnel. Storms in Tennessee are not cute. They're angry. And I don't like wind and I don't like storms and I don't like to hear it. And the one in the back, this room that I'm in right now, you can't hear anything because it's not facing the direction that the wind usually blows in. So I was thinking with 3 months left on this lease, I'm going to swap rooms. There's large pieces of furniture in here, but I'm like kind of excited about it. I'm not sold if I'm going to do it. If I did that, if I were to do that, Blue would be, I don't think she'd be excited at first, but she'd be into it. The backdrop would go back to a seamless backdrop. So it would just be like cream or lavender or something like that. I miss that. I don't know why my eye, it's just cleaner to my eye. I don't know what you think. What do you think about that? And then I'm looking at like a comfy chair. This is a cute chair, but it's a little vanity chair that I sit in. So I'm looking at like a change. If I stay here, I'm definitely swapping the rooms. But 3 months, do I really need to do that? I don't know. Do you ever just rearrange furniture? I do that a lot. And I maybe there's something going on here because I'm used to that external environmental stimulation. I get bored. So I move things around and I'm like, okay, I'm good for a little bit. I need that. I don't know what that is. Well, I kind of know what that is. So right now I'm a little glowier, tackier. I would put on a heavier powder than this, but I'm going to show you the Swede Miracle Powder. I have it in the shade light medium, I believe. It's too dark for me normally. However, for summer, it's covering, blurring a little bit, and then it's also kind of bronzing. I don't think that's what it's supposed to necessarily do. But this is sort of like a less of a setting powder, I would say. I would do this on top of the Solara normally, but I think it's a nice little reflective powder to put on top. So it's not going to mattify. It's still going to let that glow come through. At first, I just didn't understand what I was using it for. I was like, I understand the purpose of it to a degree, but I'm not sure if I'm using this to mute shine. Am I using this to mute shine but still have a glow? I was doing a lot of that. I was overthinking, which is very common over here. And now I'm kind of just putting it on more and more and liking it. But I do like it kind of mutes it a bit. It also gives this really cool kind of blurry glow that's not fully blurred. I don't know why we always want to blur ourselves, but it seems to be a trend. Blur away. We have new eyeliners from Jones Road. I have heard negative and positive feedback on these. These are the gel liners. I have it in violet. I love that. That makes me excited. And black. I wish this was live because then I would be like, do we want the violet or the black? Do you want the red pill or the blue pill? I'm going to go with black. Sorry if you're yelling violet at the screen. If you want to see violet, you'll see it eventually, I'm sure. It'll be somewhere. Cute little pot. Here is the liner brush. This is very stiff. I don't usually like stiff liner brushes. This was probably not the best product to do for first impression on camera because the mirror is so far away. Oh boy. Okay. Here we go. Oh. Let's see. Oh. Oh. It's a gel liner. They weren't lying. That brush is very stiff. Can she do it with one hand? Oh, I don't like that brush. Oh. Oh. Listen, I think if you were just sitting here by yourself doing it and not talking to a camera, it would be easier to put on. I mean, I like that the brush is getting in there. Could it be a blacker payoff if I tried? I can't wait to see the violet. I'm going to try a different brush. I'm going to try something softer from Sigma. It hurts going into the lash line. I hate that. The gel I like so far. Is it going to hold up? That's where a lot of people say no online. Oh yeah. So much better to apply with this brush. This is the Line Perfector Sigma E68. A little bit longer of an angle, longer of a whatever. It's a bigger brush. It's a bit more flexible and soft. I'm not going to touch it because there's product on there. Playing with fire, going back in. I am shocked that I was able to do that far away. But I did it. She did it. This is a nice gel liner. Oof. And I'm going relatively subtle with my little baby wing as I do. So let's watch it. Let's see how this thing holds up. I'm going to use the RMS in Sunbeam. This is their Eyelight. So easy to apply with your finger. And the smallest amount goes the farthest way. That's it. That's all she wrote. Easy peasy. Lemon squeezy. ASMR. Oh God, I hate when people do that. I'm so sorry I just did that to you. Like there's a hair. That's the only thing about this OG stuff. It's still a little sticky. It's not sticky. It's just you can feel moisture. Not bad if you have dry skin. Not bad at all. The Victoria Beckham mascara. Listen, we've gone back and forth on this thing. And by we, I mean me. I keep saying that. Sorry. My brain is not normal right now. I'm just going to put it out there. I think that this mascara is actually, it's coming close to the expiration. I've had it for a few months. I think I probably have maybe 2 more in there. I usually put my stickers on this, but it fell off. Best laid plans. I think this is getting better the more I use it. And we are talking halfway through the usage. And when I'm saying better, I mean the lengthening is really good. It's just not your flared volume mascara. To me, this is a very good lengthening mascara. Separates, looks pretty natural. In a way, it almost looks a little bit like subtle lash extensions, and it holds with that little flip at the end all day for me. I am constantly surprised by it. It comes off in small flakes. It's not hard to remove. It's not the easiest to remove. It's not like a straight up dissolver, but look at that. It's really grown on me. I really did not love it at first. I can actually say that I've been using this more than the Swede mascara. I'm not saying it beats the Swede mascaras because I really do love the Swede mascaras, but I just really like the effect that it has on the lashes, so I've been reaching for it more. And as you can see, it's really not hard to apply. I'm not seeing little pieces of those flakes on my cheeks. Then I just, maybe 2 layers. I do the old barrel press-a-rooney. It's a technical term. And I apply another layer on top of that, like an artiste. Not an artiste. I'm just a girl speaking to a camera, asking for it to love me. What? What? I'm telling you, Delulu, she's lost it. Anything below 7 hours, this is what you're gonna get. You've been warned. Let's bronze, shall we? We're gonna bronze with something that I never use over here. And that's the LYS bronzer that everybody was using. It's very warm. It is high pigment. High pigment. Like just, like just a little bit. That's how you want to do it. Or else so much comes off onto the face and it's a little bit harder to control. And it's warm, but it's not orange. I don't know why I'm not talking about this one more. Come to think of it, I really like it. You just, a little bit goes a long way. You don't need a lot, which if you are not a big bronzer person could be a great thing. Because as you can see, it kind of just blends in. It's pretty easy to control. You have to have the right, well, this isn't necessarily the right brush. There are other brushes, but I have found this one to work. This is the 106. I just had a flashback to when I first started filming. I remember so many times in the comments, rightfully so, people would be like, what brush are you using? What are you applying now? I just would put on makeup with brushes and the makeup and not talk about the actual other She's come a long way. 800 plus videos, you would imagine I would come a long way. Look at that though. That's really nice. I'm really liking it. Love me some spring. Don't love me some allergies and bugs, but I'll take it. It's nice to have 4 seasons. I missed that in California. I do love how the body reacts to slowing down in winter, waking up in spring. If you're me, you hibernate in summer because we don't like the heat. Why do I keep saying we for myself? Listen, I don't know. Because it's still shiny, I'm going to do a powder bronzer. Do I need to? Absolutely not. But the Well People bronzer, I bought the Well People. I don't know, blacked out, bought it. Worked out pretty well for me. It doesn't, oh, Sun Glow. Hello. I was like, it doesn't tell me the shade. This is, I really like this bronzer, actually. This powder bronzer goes on nicely. It blends pretty well. And the shade for me is great. I like this shade. It's a golden bronze. It's not orange, but it's still warm. They won me over. So I'm just gonna lock in. And then this takes away a little bit of the moisture as well. So hey, Well People, we're back. We're talking about ya. Again with making it we. All right, the concealer is creasing, very subtle creasing. Here's what I'm thinking. If I did the Solara, did I already say this? If I did the Solara, oh no, I was talking about the Swede powder. And I just put, because I get pink here usually, can't see that now. And I used the Well People concealer. The shade I have is Not Too Bright. What shade are you? 5N. That could be a really nice complement to the Solara Glow, but it could also just even out and feel like nothing on. And if I wanted extra blurry glow, I could put the Sweet on top. That feels like a winning base combination that I'm going to need to try specifically for summer. Oof. Oof. It's playing with the powder really nicely as well. I didn't want to set with the triangle. Your fingers are your greatest tools, so stop stabbing them. Man, I can't wait to try the violet liner. Let's see what that's doing. Still there. Side eye, still there. Wish you could see what's happening in front of me. It is chaos. Tower 28 Get Set Blush Setting Powders. Okay, so they set and they blush. Nailed it. Nailed it, Brittany. I have 3 shades. The brand did send me these. I was under no obligation to feature them here, but they're fun, so they're new. They're getting a moment. You're welcome. I have Samo Spritzer. I have Maui Cooler. That's very pink. I did that to myself. I'm going to pause on that for today. I recently did Long Beach Iced Tea. This is very pretty. There's something on Instagram, I believe. I tried this over there. Corally. I got this because I wanted to use it also as kind of a warm bronzer. Just saying. Let's try Samo Spritz, shall we? This is a beautiful color. It's like a berry dusty mauve. Cool dusty mauve. Raspberry. Oof. I really get into colors. I don't know. It's just, I guess we all do. Beautiful. As you could imagine, this is supposed to add color and set. And when I tried it the last time, there was some really pretty extra blurring happening. It surprised me because I kind of thought pressed powder that is blush, so pressed blush in powder form, automatically sets anyway. What was making it different? I was curious. Again, this is at the beginning stages of a review. By the end, I know up and down what they're trying to tell us it does, all the rest of it. It picks up on the brush pretty quickly. Okay, I put too much off. Ooh, 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 ooh. Oh, that's pretty. First impression, I like that it's not a shocking amount of color. You have a little bit more control. Pressed powders tend to offer that. I like that personally. Some people may be like, I want more, which I get it. Some people really love to pack on that blush. That's pretty. It's muting a little bit of the shine from whatever I have underneath. I guess it's a little bit darker than I thought it would be, but it's also not a light color. I just put on a lot of blush for me. That to me is a lot of blush. I'm still adjusting to the blush. It's kind of fun. I think I put a little, I don't know about all of the stuff here. I went a little too high. It's like freaking me out. There we go. These are really weird, subtle things that I notice. Cute. Like it. Oh, I like it on the eyelids. We've gone monochromatic, people. I'm not giving you like a lot of, I'm not emoting a ton, but I like it. I also really just liked the bronze look, so I'm adjusting. I've had these for a while and I haven't been using them as much because of the applicator, but these are the Typology lip glosses. I have them in all the shades. I think we should just try a few on. What do you think? Yeah. Black Cherry Lip Oil. This was one of their newer shades. Teeny, tiny little doe foot. Glass container though. I have some application issues. There was an SPF that I got from them. Couldn't get the dropper to pick it up in the bottle. I wish they had a bigger doe foot with this because it's a really nice lip oil. Here we go. Not as dark as I expected. Somewhat dramatic, very pretty, feels really nice on. It is not at all tacky. I really like this. Texture-wise, I like the color. Let's try something else. Ruby red. So like a maraschino, I guess? Or a ruby. Mmm. I like that. I really like that color. I like it because it's a red, but you can wear it and not feel like you're wearing a really, really, really crazy bright red. Speaking of, what? This is Coral Orange. Curious. I'm saving one of my favorites for last. Wish me luck. Ugh. Sorry. Okay, I actually am not mad at this at all. I really like the coral. Why? Why do I like the coral? Oh, I really like it. I think this might be my favorite one. I haven't tried this one. It's because it looked like this. I was like, ooh, I like it. I don't want to take it off, but I will. One more. I think they also have a clear powder pink every day. Easy breezy. Whatever. ASMR. Oh boy. I just love powder pink. This and the coral are probably my two favorites. The one benefit of having a very small little doe foot is you can really get into the lip line. This is not a very wet oil, so if you have lip lines and you're concerned about things bleeding into the lines, I think this could be a potentially good option. Very glowy, but silky. It's not tacky. Oh, I really like that. What's your favorite color? Do we like the dark cherry, the ruby, the coral, or the powder pink? Tell me your fave. Now we're just gonna do a little lip line. Totally unnecessary. I just like to do this. It's probably one of my favorite things. You know how you just have your favorite things, parts of your makeup routine? Is that just me? Maybe. I'll say my least favorite part, putting on concealer. I don't know why. My favorite parts are bronzer and lip liner. What are yours? There's just something about it. It's very therapeutic. This is Exa Barrier Soul Lip Liner. It's a dark neutral. It works really well to create shadows without giving you a super dark lip line. Some people are really loving the darker lip line as a contrast these days. I'm not one of those people yet. I am not saying I won't get there. Sometimes I'm just not an early adopter, you know? I have to tell you, the blush has grown on me big time. Doing something very weird and cool. It is creating a blur, and then there's that glow. I don't think the glow is from the blush at all. It's a more matte product. Ooh, let's do an eyeliner check. Eyeliner check. This has not budged. Now I could take a powder liner, like the black cake liner powder, press it on top and have it last all day. But I'm not going to do that because I'm going to test this for the next 8 hours and see how it goes. All right. All right. Thank you so much for joining me today. These are kind of my favorite types of videos, so thank you for voting and saying which one you wanted to see because my brain power is at a 2% currently. Not even sure how I'm talking right now. Have you tried any of these? What are you testing right now? Why am I interrogating you? I don't know. I just want to hear from you. If you want to talk, do it in the comments. Thank you. I will see you right back here real soon, sending you all the positive vibes and happy lip oils to you. Bye.